Hey YouTube family, Paul here. I just want to show you how I installed a air horn on an '08 Chevy Impala. The factory horn is located on the passenger side of the vehicle on a left-hand drive vehicle. Let me just clean my lens here. You remove the headlight. You got to remove this plastic retainer right here, and this I believe is a 7mm screw. Then you can get down to the horn. Depending on what car you're doing, you're going to have to check whether you have a switched positive or a switched ground on your horn. So disconnect the plug on the horn and take a test light and check whether you have voltage coming on and off on your ground or on your positive lead. I used one of those little LED test lights that lights up red for hot and green for a negative. On this, like I said, I had a switched hot lead. I used a wire tap to get in there, and I ran across over to a relay. I used light gauge wire from my tap. That's just light gauge white wire I used that runs right into my relay. And I ran a fused power feed from my battery. There's a 30 amp fuse on there. I soldered everything together. I didn't want to do just crimp on. I soldered it inside. I screwed up because I couldn't fit that fuse through the motor mounts like I wanted to. That's why my wire's out here hanging. So what you're going to do is you're going to use a single pole double throw relay, which is what you'll probably get. This is a Bosch relay. So I ran the wire tap from my horn circuit over to my black wire on my coil on my relay, and then my white wire, I believe it was a white wire, I went to my body ground. And then you're going to run a power feed to your 80. Oh my god, I'm getting a brain fart here. You're going to run a power feed to your common, your blue wire. It's your 87 pin on your relay. And then you're going to run out from pin 87 to your pump for your air horn. And then the other one can go to a body ground. All right, I'm going to show you how a relay is set up on a whiteboard. I mounted all of this on plastic because it was easy to drill, and I could just eliminate it without drilling up my body. I did it on the air box behind the air filter, and I mounted the relay as well on the air box behind the air filter. All right, let me show you how the relay is wired in on the whiteboard, and then you'll know how to put an air horn in your car if you would like to do so. I've done this because I'm sick of these crazy drivers, and I want to make sure they're going to hear me. It's very rare that I blow my horn, but I'm glad I installed this. About a week after I put it in, I had a pickup truck pull right out through a stop sign on me while I was doing about 40 miles an hour, and I just avoided that collision. All right, let me show you that wiring on the whiteboard, guys. Okay, this is how a relay is set up. This is a double pole single throw relay. Pin 30, which is a blue wire on this relay, is your common. That's where your power feed's going to go in. 87 is a normally open circuit, which is a yellow wire on this relay. That's going to go to the compressor to feed the hot to that. 87A is normally closed, a red wire. I didn't use that at all. Then 85 and 86 black and white wires are my coil feeds. All right, I had a hot, switched hot going in on pin 85 and then 86 to a ground. This is how a relay works. Pin 85 and 86 are a 12 volt activated coil. When energized, this coil will switch down from here over to 87, closing the normally open circuit. 87A is a normally closed circuit. That means power is always running to that circuit. This is just fictional, but to give you an idea, let's say you have the switch for your headlights. You turn your headlights on, they become energized, and 87A would be your low beam. When you hit your high beam activation, the coil would energize, shutting off your low beams and turning on your high beam lights. This is not how they're wired in, but I'm just using it for an example. All right, pin 30 is your common, that will be your hot going in. So that is how a double pole single throw relay works. 30 is your common, 87 is normally open, 87A is normally closed, 85 and 86 are your coils, which are black and white wires. These are Bosch relays that I'm using. I hope this was useful information to you guys. Please give a like and subscribe. You can leave comments, complaints, concerns below. And you can email me at paulphillipsfix@gmail.com or find us on Patreon, Facebook, or Instagram. Thanks again, guys. Take good care of your cars. They'll take good care of you. Bye-bye.